Welcome everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today is something a little bit different. First and foremost, on iRacing we have the privilege of being able to share, albeit a virtual one, with real life racing drivers. It's one of the big draws of iRacing, one of the benefits, that it gives us, average Joe, an opportunity to share a track with the professionals. The guys that we wouldn't even dream of racing against, the ones that we watch on TV. Formula One drivers, Max Verstappen, Lando Norris. I've had the privilege of racing against Mick Schumacher and Antonio Giovinazzi, albeit all I saw was their rear wing, was never in front of them. But it's still brilliant to see their names in your relative and to actually be racing against them and know that is them. Now, of course, there are plenty of real life drivers and up and coming drivers as well in the real life world who are racing on the sim. Some names recognise, some names we don't. Now, this video in particular, I was on the track with Oscar Piastri. Now, for anyone who doesn't know who he is, he's the current Formula 3 world champion, racing in Formula 2 as we speak. He's doing very well, and someone whose name you should keep an eye out for moving forward. Now, I would admit I had no idea who he was before this race. I was streaming at the time and people brought his name to my attention, and believe it or not, I was beating him, albeit because he kind of got nudged off at the start on the first corner. But I'll take it. I was beating a Formula 2 driver. There's not often you can say that, and the current reigning F3 world champion. So, of course, everything was going swimmingly well, and then I had a bit of an unfortunate incident. It's safe to say I murdered a Formula 2 driver. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Let's watch the murder unfold, and then we'll dissect it like a good old autopsy afterwards. So yeah, let's head into it.
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 13 seconds. There's an incident in turn 9.
Well done. He got out of the way.
The gap behind has now decreased to 3.4 seconds. He's quicker than you into turn 6.
Bring it on.
The guy ahead has just done a 128.8.
128.8 rails just done. That is quick.
We estimate 3 laps of fuel left. Incident in turn 4. You need to push if we're going to hold this position.
Oscar, sorry buddy, sorry. I just
We think P3's
lost
gone
sight
off
of
in
you.
turn 5. Clear right.
That car in the wall completely threw me off.
P5 has binned it in turn 6.
Fuck, man. So guys, yeah, that wasn't pretty at all, was it? I've never felt so gutted, but let's have a look here. So we're just coming up to the corner into the first chicane, and obviously the guy threw me off there. I had a bit of a wobble on the curb on the exit, and then oof. Yeah, doesn't look pretty, does it? I just panicked. At the time, I remember looking up at the black box and just seeing that number come straight down, and I knew he was right behind me, but I couldn't see him in either mirror, and I thought I was moving out of the way. I thought I was further over to the left than I was to the right, and unfortunately he was kind of already there. He was in my blind spot, and yeah, just it looks quite bad, doesn't it? But we'll slow it down here to see exactly what happened. So come through here and pretty much a normal line, and obviously you remember seeing this guy. And obviously normally you cut a little bit more of the corner, so you've got kind of your wheels almost on the grass, really, the left wheels. You can get away with it. I don't know why. I mean, I've never really had it, but it really unsettled the car here. You can see just like a real big snap of oversteer, like a loss of traction off that curb. Managed to save it, thankfully, phew. But then, of course, Oscar's shooting straight up behind me. And as I said here, I thought at this time I'm more over to, I couldn't see him in my mirrors, and I was more over to the left-hand side than I was to the right-hand side. I didn't really want to hug the middle of the track because I knew he'd have the overspeed on me. And then here he comes. And we'll see it from his angle in a second, and you'll see kind of why he took that line that he did. And yeah, oh, there's no coming back from that, is there? That right there is the murder of a reigning F3 champion and current Formula 2 champion and F1 test driver as well. So not great. Let's put it this way, if he goes on to win a world championship, I can say that this video will go viral in years to come. And of course, Oscar, if you're watching this at the time, I do apologise. I did message him to apologise. But yeah, you can see here, so he's straight away. I didn't realise how close he was at this time. Like I just couldn't see him, and he'd already angled his car off of that wall to go around me on the left-hand side, and unfortunately, I've just shut that off. And there's no way, he had so much overspeed on me, there was no way he was going to properly come out of that. But we'll have a look from cockpit though, because you can see actually here in these throttle inputs that he does lift before he reaches me. So he did try to lift to see what I was going to do, and then yeah, unfortunately, the blame is mainly on me, of course it is, because I'm the one who ultimately blocked him off. Yeah, no coming back from that. So you can hear he lifts off the throttle about here, and then I just continue to move left. But yeah, it was in my blind spot. I couldn't see him. It's just not obviously how I wanted to do things. I'd much rather wish I'd raced him. But unfortunately, it is what it is. I'm really surprised that I was able to continue the race. We've all been on the end of bad decisions. Unfortunately, this time around, it was Oscar's. And I was very fortunate to get away with it. Yeah, it doesn't look good. Doesn't look good, I'll admit. But we've all made silly mistakes in the moment. I was very lucky to avoid it. What I did, as I said, I can only apologise to Oscar. I did at the time. I've sent a message as well. Whether he accepts it or not, I don't know. But yeah, that right there, guys, is the murder of probably a name that you're going to hear a little bit more in the future. So that's my claim to fame. But the stream was good fun anyway. So yeah, be sure to turn those notifications on, guys. I really enjoyed the stream and everyone who turned up. I'll be streaming more in the future as well. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Leave your comments in the below. Let me know what you think. I know what you think already, to be honest. There's not really much else to say. It's all for everyone to see. We move on though. But yeah, hopefully meet him on track next time, and hopefully I can actually have a bit of a battle with him rather than taking him out. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button, turn those notifications on, and I'll see you for the next one.